vendor space for the 2013 TIRR River Run. Dear Village Board of Trustees, on behalf of the Alexandria Bay Chamber of Commerce and the Thousand Islands River Run, I am requesting to host the vendor area on June 21st to the 23rd, 2013 in the parking lot behind the CP Romans building. I would need approximately 32 to 34 spaces for vendor setup. Attached is a revised vendor form with a profanity clause contract. The tattoo artist will not be in the vendor area, and we are in the process of looking for an alternate location. I have also attached a list of returning vendors for the 2013 Thousand Islands River Run for your viewing. I'm confident that this new location for the vendors will work well for the continued success of the River Run. Thank you once again for your continued support of the Thousand Islands River Run. Yours truly, Mary Campbell.
Where does she want to put it?
She wants to put it behind in the parking lot behind the CP Romans building, which is now the hospital offices.
And you're moving it from the
Pavilion.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Well, there was some concerns about having it up there. There was some complaints about congestion in the area because not because of the vendors, because the vendors hasn't changed, but the event itself each year is getting bigger. So there's some concerns where, unlike your event where you can make sure that there's availability of the pavilion for other people, their event is so big that wasn't necessarily a possibility.
And putting it down there, you don't think it'll be that congested? Or?
Well, we're not sure. I don't know if the board is prepared to make a decision on it tonight, or if we want to table it to the next meeting and everybody take a look at it and maybe get in contact with Mary and see what she has in mind. I think that just having another option is a good idea, Critter.
Last night, Trustee Henry and myself went down there with Mary, and because Trustee Henry was really concerned about it at the Village Park. And we walked two different areas, and this was the best area that she thought would be for, and then she brought it in front of the Chamber Board last night. Chamber Board thought it was a great spot. The parking that we're going to take away, we'll get back up at the pavilion. So all those spots at the pavilion that were always taken, we're going to get those back. I'm saying the village will get them back.
Yeah.
So they thought it would be close to the function down on James Street, so maybe they'd even get more play at it. And
I
like
guess how big is that parking lot?
she thought it was perfect.
Did she? Okay, then.
That's how many. She didn't even take all the parking. She just,
I drove through the parking lot today just to take a look at it because I work with Trustee Henry, and we talked about it today that he thought it was a very good idea to use that area. So I thought, let's take a look at it, walk it, and see how much of an area it might incorporate. And it looks like it should be a doable area also.
Great.
and I do know time is of the essence because she's getting ready to go to this big rally, and she takes our posters and tells them what we're going to have. She wants to make sure she's going to have a trade show.
Yeah.
Jim?
And that
Is there, there's handicap parking, one spot, maybe two down there? Those would not be used for the vendors?
They were going to be used.
They can be relocated.
All right, you say so.
I don't know how you wouldn't use them, how you could.
Well, maybe for that event we can put it temporary. We'd have to talk to DOT or.
It's just something to think about. I didn't know if you'd
Yeah,
run
that's a
into
good point.
snag.
Maybe for that event we could move them outside of that 10-hour lot and put them somewhere along.
You also have to keep in mind that Caballeros have parking behind their business and they access.
They're all set with it.
They are?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was there while we were there, and he was all set with it. He was going to talk to the people that bought the old Empire,
Oh, okay.
steal a couple
Yeah.
spots from them, and he said he'd be all good.
Good. I just don't want to see anybody get jammed up.
You know, no, that's a good idea.
What do we want to do? Does somebody want to make a motion to allow them to move their venue to the parking lot?
I'll make that motion. To move the venue down to the lower parking lot.
Second.
We'd just like to look at the parking lot, but, I mean, because I did not go down.
I didn't either.
But you think it's big enough and it's not going to, I mean, that's bringing it closer to,
Bringing it closer to downtown.
It's about the same
When you,
width as
when
the
you get out
pavilion
and walk
anyway.
it's a good sized space. Trustee Henry was very satisfied. He wanted it to a different location, but after they walked it, he was very much in favor of it. Unfortunately, he's busy right now.
Sounds like a win-win, guys.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
So motion by trustee Jarvis, seconded by trustee Williams to move the venue. All in favor?
Right.
Opposed? Carried.